back to another Arrow episode review. My thoughts on last night's episode of Arrow titled Sin Eater. And you guys know I've been late with every review this past week, or for the last 2 weeks actually. So you guys are probably tired of hearing me saying I'm sorry for being late, but you know, it is what it is. So obviously we're getting off of last week's episode, which was a very politically charged episode, focusing just on gun control and stuff like that. So while that episode wasn't bad, but you know, with this show being, you know, like a primetime show and having like 23 episode seasons, you're gonna get filler episodes like that, and then you're gonna get episodes like this, where I think this episode was great. The only problems I had were, you know, seeing Cupid again, because I think Cupid is one of the stupidest characters in the show. I don't know why. Like, I think that they're starting to treat her as like the show's Harley Quinn, as like the very flirtatious bad guy who has a thing for the. I hate Cupid. I hate Cupid. I hated her in that Suicide Squad thing. I hated her in season 3. I hate her. I hate her. I hate her. You know, bringing back Kelly Hu's China White, that is something I actually like, because it brings me back to, you know, again, season 1 and season 2, where, you know, China White had more prominence in the series as part of the triad and stuff like that. And I really miss China White in the show. I mean, yeah, we saw her in the flashbacks in season 3, but to me that didn't have the same impact as it does now, seeing her again in the present day, because we haven't seen her in so long. And I'm actually surprised Kelly Hu even came back after all this time. Not saying she wouldn't. I'm just saying it's just odd seeing her, like, you know, the show's 5th season, seeing her back in the same role. I really enjoyed seeing her. The other villain character, I can't even remember her name off the top of my head. The one that they had to take down last year. She's terrible. She's terrible. The actress is not good at all. Like, nothing she does is believable at all. And granted, this is a superhero show, and I know it's just like a villain of the week essentially, but God, the actress sucks. I'm sorry. Like, she might be a nice person and all that stuff, but God, she's not good. Not good at all. So those are just my main problems with the episode. Other than that, I really enjoyed this episode. I like Mr. Terrific's new look. I feel like each week I'm starting to like Curtis more and more. And he was a character, if you guys will go back to any of my past reviews, he's very hit or miss for me, and especially in the way that he's written, because he's always given the bad one-liners and stuff like that. But the last couple weeks, because like they've minimalized some of his dialogue, but also made him, I don't know, feel like a more real character who's not just trying to be funny all the time. And I do like his new look now, because it's more in line to what Mr. Terrific looked like in the comics. And Mr. Terrific in the comics, up until the New 52, he had like an open jacket, and I can understand why, like for logistical reasons, why it's not good to have an open jacket as you're fighting crime. But I mean, hey, Diana Drake has one, so I don't know what their excuses. But I do like his look now, because before you could barely even tell that it was Mr. Terrific other than the fair play on the jacket, and it was just a black leather jacket with fair play on it. Now this one looks more like Mr. Terrific to me, so I liked that in the episode. I'm glad that the whole Susan Williams thing seems to be wrapped up for the time being, because I liked her and Oliver together, but you knew from the day one, Nick, you couldn't really trust her. And that, I mean, maybe she was working with Prometheus or something, but obviously that wasn't the case. When she tried to kind of out Oliver as Green Arrow, and then Thea and Felicity kind of shut her down and made it seem like she was plagiarizing and got her fired from her job and made her an unreliable source for this kind of information. So obviously her and Oliver's relationship came to an end, which sucks, because I mean, I did grow to like her as a character and her in a relationship with Oliver, just because it was nice seeing Oliver in a relationship that wasn't with Felicity. Now that's over, so hopefully, and God, please keep Oliver and Felicity apart. I don't want to get into that again. But you know, I like the Susan Williams character. She grew on me, and it kind of sucks because she's more than like she's gone for the time being, unless they again just tied him with Prometheus somehow. I don't know. We'll see. What else? I really liked Lance in this episode, because obviously he's dealing with, like, you know, Liza Warner's the character I was thinking of. His thing with Liza Warner, he feels guilty about it, and I feel like almost every episode some characters feel guilty about something that they've done. And I know, like Oliver has like serious reasons for feeling that way, because he killed Billy, and that was brought up in this episode with the ACU trying to take him down initially, and then, you know, the police captain, who we haven't really seen much of in the last couple of seasons. It's cool seeing him back, and I don't know, again, just seeing characters back from early on in the show. Just I don't know. I like seeing that. So seeing the captain back, I like seeing him. It's weird now because like Lance is kind of at a higher position now than he was as a captain. So I think it's kind of funny seeing the two interact because the captain was the reason why Lance was demoted at the end of season 1, and he's only a beat cop in season 2, or at least for most of season 2. What else? I really enjoyed like the twists and turns that this episode took, because we start out the episode with Oliver going to Prometheus' mom's house, or who he thinks is Prometheus' mom's house, and they're still obviously keeping Prometheus' identity a secret, and I hope the reveal is worth the wait, because like last year this is jumping over to the Flash, when they had the Hunter Zolomon reveal, it was just confusing because you had like the time remnants and the whole Jay Garrick thing, and I want the payoff to be worth it, because so far this season it's been really good. I still don't like the whole treatment of Laurel and all that stuff, and the whole Black Canary storyline. I'm still not 100% on. This season has been a real winner in my book. Not season 1 or season 2 level of good, but it's good nonetheless. And way, way better than seasons 3 or 4. God, those are awful. Like I feel like in this episode we really got to see like the stakes are getting there, for Oliver and the team, especially with the episode ending with, with the media finding out about them covering up Billy's murder, and now Oliver might be impeached. So I'm really curious as to what they're gonna do about that, and how Prometheus is kind of playing like a background role within these episodes without necessarily being there, as he was the one who's, we at least we're gonna believe, he's the one who tipped off the police captain about the whole Green Arrow killing and them thing. That was really cool. I don't know. I mean, other than that, I really enjoyed this episode. I'm trying to think of other things before I end this review. The action was great. The fight scenes in the cemetery was really cool. It was weird seeing, Mr. Terrific get beat up so badly. I don't know. I just felt like seeing him get beat up like that, especially since he's been training with the team for so long. It was just like, it seemed like weird that he was getting beat up by these two female characters. I'm not saying that like female characters can't be badass or they can't fight. I'm just saying like Curtis got better training than that, than to just get pounded on by two bad guys. I don't know. Other than that, I think that's gonna be it. I'm really looking forward to the next episode, which I believe is gonna be focusing on Oliver and Vigilante finally coming to a head. I'm really excited for that because Vigilante has been one of the cooler characters introduced in this season, especially with Adrian Chase and that whole thing. So I'm really curious as to how they're going to handle that. Maybe Vigilante even becomes part of the team. Who knows? Because I really, really, really like Vigilante. And I think with that being said, that's going to be it for me. So what did you guys think of this new episode? Send your thoughts in the comment section below. Give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Last night, for anyone who watched the NBC show This Is Us, my girlfriend and I did a review of the latest and really emotional episode of the show, so you guys can check that out. Yesterday I also uploaded my review of the latest episode of The Flash, and then of course I had my Supergirl review a couple of days ago. So pretty much every DC show I reviewed this week, sans Legend of Tomorrow, because as I mentioned several times, I stopped reviewing the show. It's just hard to keep up because it's on Tuesday nights, and I'm already behind enough as it is on my shows. So yeah, I think that's going to be it for me. So until next time, guys, have a good one.